We are not going to be worried about, watering down or desensitizing the reporting to not piss people off, because we feel like this crisis moment calls for that level of authenticity and honesty with audiences. So I built Courier intentionally to try to fight against the trends towards authoritarianism and fascism that we were seeing at the time. I founded it in 2019. And so as disheartened as I am about the moment we are in as a country, and I don't just mean politically, but I mean how journalism and journalists and media are at risk in this country, along with our democracy, I do feel a sense of purpose that this is why I built this, and that we actually are designed and have it sort of just in our DNA to be brave and to not bow down to the forces that are trying to silence media and journalists and frankly dismantle our democracy. And so that comes with a lot of risk, but I think that the way that we've built our organization with mission-driven, values-aligned reporters and individuals, they are energized by this moment as opposed to worried. We've also built a sustainable business model that means that we are really fueled by mission-driven investors and donors, so they are not worried about losing their job right now given the market conditions in the industry. It's going to be a very difficult task, but we have seen our fastest growth ever since the election. Ever. We had, I think, 4 million subscribers across the network in November, and now we have 6.5 million, and we haven't spent $1 on growth. So there's clearly a deep desire and appetite for more information, and that isn't going to bullshit you. It is more like weaving in the vegetables, because the audiences that we're catering to are not looking for news and are not as engaged politically. And our job is to get them informed and engaged, and that requires us to meet them where they are with the types of reporting they want. And frankly, it's not that hard to do because there's no local news in their communities that they can access for free. So by just providing them local news and content that they want, that they're not getting otherwise, we bring them into the funnel. And because we're transparent about our values, the reporting that we do on state government or federal government, that doesn't turn them away. The fact that we are transparent about our values and our mission has really only benefited us, because people don't feel like they've signed up for something that then they're going to get something different. They understand where we're coming from, and they don't all agree, by the way. We have 41% of our subscribers self-identify as independent or Republican. They're not progressive by nature, and yet they appreciate that we are honest and that we are transparent and that we're not trying to say that we don't have any bias or point of view. And I think that that's actually where all media needs to go. I put very little resources into our national social team. I was just like, we should try some things, and they blew it out of the water. I have been just as baffled as anyone about its growth, especially on TikTok. I can't go anywhere without meeting someone who either they are a young person or their child is a young person who says that Courier is where they get their news on TikTok. It's like the most heartwarming thing, because I know that we're filling a real vacuum. I really feel like we have kind of created a new model for journalism that pulls from just what we've seen in terms of the way the platforms have changed and the way people consume information and the way that young people want to consume information and engage with each other online, and we haven't seen it done in other news organizations. And so we really feel a responsibility to scale that model beyond Courier. So keep growing Courier, but be able to take what we've learned and bring it into new communities, especially of young people, young journalists, young budding journalists, young creators, as young as high school, because we believe that they can actually play huge roles at being voices of their communities without needing to start a whole company or raise capital or find investors. And so we've started what we're calling a news creator training core. And we're going to make it accessible both to traditional newsrooms to help them figure out how to actually package journalism in the ways more people want to consume it and reach new audiences, as well as the inverse, which is bring it to local creators who might have expertise in music or travel or food or personal training, what have you, but who want to be good stewards of good information in their community, and how do we help arm them with some basic skills and network community that they can learn from, so they also, if there is a crisis within their community, whether it is, wildfires in LA or mass deportations, whatever it is, that if they feel compelled to, they feel confident that they can talk to their community in an authentic way about those issues and have resources behind them through this core that we're building. If you really, really, really feel that there is a need for what you are bringing to the table, whatever that is, a story you're reporting or a model that you believe needs to be out there, I just think you have to keep sticking to it and give it time. And we're in this amazing phase right now where it's like, oh, told you so. And it feels really good. And now we have a lot more to build on, which is really great, because we're nowhere near as big as I would like us to be. Like, my ambitions are endless for it. But I also, one of the things that I really hope happens is that Courier is a model for copycats. Like, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. And I want more people to be like, well, if they can do it, we can do it in our own way. Because I just desperately believe we need new models and new platforms and brands.